They're celebrating the holiday season on the road, but good to be home on a Monday night and the first matchup of 4 this year with the Washington Wizards. It's the Pacers and the Wizards on Fox Sports Indiana. Bradley Beal had 18 of his 41 in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what you have to take advantage of, that they had to work in that fourth quarter. He'll jump in the air and look to where to pass. And just one of those things he's just going to have to get better at.
Bradley Beal with a jump shot, so.
Yeah, but it was a good read, and you want to be able to get open shots. Remember, that was at the core of what this Pacer team wanted. That's good. I can see it release his hand. That's at the core of what the Pacers team want to do, get open back. Porter knocked it down.
Porter Jr. shooting 54% on the year. That's 16th in the league. Paul George gets inside. First field goal for the Pacers after 3 misses. And he is 11 at 12-1. Wall tied up by Teague.
Great hands by Teague.
Young takes it length of the floor and rolls it in.
Yeah, he had the size advantage.
5 minutes gone by opening quarter. Pacers in New York to face the Knicks for the first time tomorrow night. Wow. And that's Gortat. Beal, a long-range 3 from the corner.
Made the basket moments to go. Very good read by that time from Teague. Because Teague throws this ball from almost the half-court line when he
nearly walked. Porter Jr. in the lane. George tips it out, but he tipped it. Beal up and under. Beal
is the thing that's about him, and the great Chris Paul is the
shot clock down to 7. We're inside 3 in the opening
great
quarter.
Defense. He prefers to go left. He's right-handed. No, he prefers to go left. That's just a heck of a shot. You beat your man, so they don't come.
Jefferson over Gortat, rebounded by Miles.
What a play!
And a foul.
That's an effort play. What a great effort play.
Point advantage for Washington. They've led by as many as 11. They scored the game's first 8 and led 12-1. Nicholson can do this.
He's an 8th overall in the league, and you're going to have some of those.
3 seconds to shoot. Wall runs into Allen and scores.
Passed on from generation to generation. So it's not about us telling necessarily the players that you need to do it. The players that want to do it, they're involved with activities of their own.
In the collective bargaining between the Players Association and the NBA, I know it still has to be ratified by owners and players, but boy, that was great news heading into the holiday season.
Dream team forward, you keep pushing forward. The Pacers are going to go to London, which is part of the effort to continue to expand this.
Even the Nuggets are going to be in London. We can get away with it in London. A trip isn't that far, with sufficient time off before and after. But increasingly, we are focused on.
And the players now have a say in the starters, not just the fans, as George, a 3-time All-Star, has 10.
Yeah, I think that was
by Brooks. George, now Turner. He's open for a 3.
Offensive rebounds have been big for the Pacers. They've been able to get the offensive rebounds.
And if you're looking at wins, it's 51 wins over the period cumulative that Paul George has over a replacement player, and Jeff Teague ties it. Made it to an NBA Finals, 350 career wins. Shot clock down to 5. We're tied as Wall gives the Wizards the lead.
He just cleared space.
Did that in the second quarter. Pacers had 5 of their 6 turnovers in the second 12 minutes. They lob it up, and a dunk by Markieff Morris.
You got to get him a shot.
Turner into the corner. Teague. Nice pass into a dunking Turner.
Good read. That's what I'm talking about with Teague. That's how Miles Turner is able to get that to go down.
And now Paul George gives the Pacers a lead with his first 3 in the first half. A 10-0 run gave him a 50-47 lead as Teague inside.
Good quickness there. Time out by Washington. Pacers starting to find a little offensive flow.
We just saw how embracive the community was and how great the organization of the Pacers, how well they gave. And so we increased it every year, and now it's one of the largest donations we do as a...
Yeah, he missed it. He was on the weak side is where he wanted to go.
Now spins on Gortat. What a shot by the 20-year-old Turner.
Because what he's done is just, he couldn't get to it.
That was like NBA Jam. Going one-on-one. Here's Jeff Teague. He gets inside, and Jeff Teague has the basket for 12. Got the mismatch. Teague again. Count it, and a foul!
Yeah, he's just making a point of trying to make Satoransky. He's actually trying to figure out a way to, I gotta have to make sure they stay away from that.
Robinson guarding Beal now. Porter. And he's fouled and hits it. All the momentum has swung quickly to the Washington Wizards.
Clearly he swung.
Again, Washington the lead with a 3. Shot clock down to 4.
But he's getting ready to get a good screen. Yeah, he was getting a good screen, and the good screen is by Gortat, because once Gortat gets a screen, because the Pacers never got into anything. You know, I've said we've been talking about getting into your offense early, and the Pacers never got into it. Good C. Really good C. Gortat got caught up high, almost don't want a screen, because he can be Satoransky anytime he wants to.
Teague got him up in the air, and Jeff Teague ducks in and scores.
He's beat him every time he's had it.
Three-point shooter.
Got to set it again. Yeah, get the ball, just keep it going. If you get it here, that's as far as it's going.
For 30th, Pacers.com/tickets is where you can find your tickets. Again, we have the telecast on Thursday. George for 3.
Yeah, that's big there. That's big. Because they thought his teammates are telling him to go.
And George, jumper again. 23. The day after Christmas in Chicago against the Bulls. Basket and a foul by John Wall. And a brand new shot clock here. Step back, George!
That's one of those no good shots there.
Wall blocked by Turner, would have been his 6th. He's so fast.
They got the switch they wanted.
3-time All-Stars work against each other. George on the baseline.
Got him again. Because he's got size. You make McMillan hard, you got to trail, which means you got to worry about Beal. This is good defense. I mean, he can make shots. There's no doubt about it. But enlarge it.
Need a stop here. 50 seconds to play.
Oh! Is that on Miles?
If it is, he's
out. He just fouled out. Yeah, he just fouled out.
They did it on opening night in the overtime one against Dallas, and on that night, it was also Paul George.
You got to get Paul open. Set the screen to get him open.
Here's George, jumper short. Rebound tipped out. Now Washington off that screen. John Wall gets inside.
Really good defense.
Shot clock at 5.
Got Gortat just set a screen. He set the screen.
It's a 2-point shot. He was on the line. 8 seconds. 7, 6, and they had a foul to give with 4.6.
But that's a good move. Yeah, that's why I was saying you may need some better screening.
Miles
Turner,
make it Thaddeus Young.
Yes!
.9!
Yes!
Thaddeus Young!
Yeah. You see, Paul is, they've got it, he goes away, you get it, and Morris lets him get to his strong hand. Thaddeus is able to get it up, doesn't even touch the rim.
Inbounds the basketball with C.J. Miles defending him.
They tied him, oh boy, they tied him up. He still gets free at the 3-point line.
No good. Pacers win. Pacers win despite an open 3 at the buzzer for the Wizards to win the game.
That's why I was thinking it might be a switch, but at any rate, the Pacers pulled it out. That's all that matters.